What is going on, everybody? We are back, and today we're going to be talking about how exactly you can use your wild card and explaining the best ways to use your wild card coming up for Season 3. Now, I'm not going to waste any of your time, but if you could do me a big favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get straight into it. So, if you can see on the screen right now, we have what I would call a general god squad of set 2 cards that I currently own. Obviously, I'm missing a lot of guys from things like alter ego packs, or I just don't have the set 2 collections done. But here's a general god squad that I've built. You can see we've got Bryce Harper in right, Grady Sizemore, Hank, we've got Longo, Jeter, behind the camera is Utley and Josh Donaldson, with the Porterhouse, Mike Napoli, and Big Poppy. Generally a pretty good god squad. Now I will pull up my god squad. Here's the god squad that I've been rocking. This is combined with set 1 cards, set 2 cards, whatever it may be. You can see it looks a little bit different. So a guy like Babe Ruth would not be on it, Trey Turner, but with Shetts. I have Josh Donaldson in there for the captain spot. Mike Trout, guys like that. So these guys are not going to be on the team. So who would I want to bring from my team over to my set 2 god squad? So first off, if you guys don't understand how the wildcard feature works, when set 3 comes out, set 1 no longer becomes usable because each set gets 2 set lives. So set 1 is usable for set 1 and set 2, set 2 is usable for set 2 and set 3 is usable for set 3 and set 4, etc, etc. So when set 3 comes out, set 1 is no longer usable. But you have a wildcard feature where if you want to, you can use one set 1 card, whether it be a hitter or pitcher. You do not get one of both. You get one card that you can choose that you can bring back to your team to try and give it the piece that it needs. So now I'm going to head back to the set 2 card team build for real quick. So positions that I would like to fix just off the top of my head. Obviously, like I said, I don't have every card. Positions I would like to fix would be second base for Chase Utley, center field for Grady Sizemore, and debatably even third base. I think Longoria is maybe not the best for me. So these are positions I would like to choose. So if I go back to my god squad, center field was Mike Trout. Mike Trout, obviously, parallel 5, unbelievable card. He had 436 for me. He has been very good. Another position I said was second base, Trey Turner. Hit 459 for me, okay? This is probably my best card of the year. Trey Turner, for me, leans towards the option for me. Center field, second base, and debatably third base. I could put Josh Donaldson from first base over to third and put Ortiz at first and put Vlad as the DH if I wanted to. I love Vladimir Guerrero Sr. as well. Another component I'm going to talk about that we haven't discussed yet is a pitcher option. Now, this wild card is not locked. So if you feel that one game you're using, let's say Vladimir Guerrero Sr. as your DH because you love his bat, you think it needs to be in there. But the next game, you go, man, I don't have a starting pitcher for this game. Now, you can switch your wild card from, say, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., fill his spot, and bring in, let's say, Nolan Ryan for a game. So you're going to throw Nolan Ryan now for this game. And then once he's thrown, you can say, okay, I've thrown Nolan, my rotation's back in a better spot. Now I activate my wild card as Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Trey Turner, whoever you want it to be. So there is a lot of options. I forgot to include Chipper Jones with the options as well. That is another big one that I think a lot of people are going to use. So now, here's someone that's going to come in very valuably. So if you have 99 Shohei Ohtani, the Shohei Ohtani glitch is still in the game and has been in the game for a long time. If you have him on your ranked bench like this as a hitter, he shows up as a long reliever in game. So all you have to do is throw an opener and then let him throw for an inning, and then you can bring in Shohei Ohtani as a long reliever, his full energy every game. So this could give you both a long reliever or a starter every single game. That is very valuable. That is somebody who's going to eat a ton of innings for you very well. Shohei Ohtani obviously has 5-pitch mix. He has outlier on the fastball. Great per nines. That is something that I think can be very valuable. So for me, I think right now it would be Trey Turner. And I would throw Trey Turner in at second base for me over Chase Utley. That's where he'd go. He has been so good for me. But I really like having the diversity of having Ohtani as well. So for example, if my pen's dead, if a starter's dead, whatever it may be, and I can't get a pitcher that game, I can bring Ohtani in, and he's going to have full energy for me every single time I want to pitch him, which I'm surprised hasn't been patched, but it is very valuable. So Ohtani, I think, is going to be somebody that if you don't take him as your wild card, that's okay, but I think he's going to be somebody that a lot of people are going to use as your wild card. So now another point, obviously, like I said, I don't have every set 2 card, right? So if we look on the market, some guys who could fill the void in the outfields, for example, center field. You're probably not going to put Michael Brantley in center. Now, if we sort it by set 2 cards on the market, okay, because I do not have David Wright, for example. If we sort it by set 2 cards, and we look, I'll sort it by center field to start. We've got Grady Sizemore, we've got Willie Mays, not great options. Here's a great option, Commerce Comet. What's his price tag? All the stubs I have in the top left corner, as you can see up that way. So, do I want to spend that much just to fill my center fielder role, or do I want to bring the wild card into it, use a cheaper option like Utley or Brandon Crawford, Justin Turner? There is cheaper options like Commerce Comet where I could fill a role in second base. So now we're talking stub value and how much you can save in stubs. Because realistically, the best set 2 center fielder right now is the Commerce Comet, Mickey Mantle. So if I want to use Trout as my center fielder, as my wild card, that's perfectly fine. Maybe I didn't kill it as much as I did with Trey. However, Trout has still been very good for me. He fills that role. He saves me 200,000 stubs because I don't have to go buy the best option in center field. Instead, I can rock a guy like Brandon Crawford at second base. I could run Justin Turner. I could run... most shortstops can play second. Gavin Lux, I probably wouldn't suggest. But there's options, you know, there's definitely options. Kinsler's another one. Sandberg's not even bad. So there's definitely options, a lot more options than center field has right now. And I wouldn't suggest playing any of the guys who are out right now, in center field. They're more of corner outfielders. A guy like Larry Walker, good defense, meh, speed. You need speed in center field. Harper, I think he's a corner outfielder guy. Stan, I wouldn't even play in the outfield if you can avoid it. Left field, Brantley, once again, would not play him in center field. However, I do think he has a very glitchy card. That card looks fun. Lou Brock, obviously. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could save a lot of stubs if I use Mike Trout as my center fielder, as opposed to going to buy Mickey Mantle for too many stubs. Now, if I'm set to relievers alone, outside of Billy Wagner, who is a core card, this bullpen looks extremely solid to me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think you're going to have to use it on a reliever at all. This pen looks extremely deep already. We're not even done the set yet. There's so many options here, so I don't think reliever is going to be where it's going to lie. It's either going to lie, I think, in Ohtani or one of these hitters. And look, you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments who exactly you want or who you think you're going to take. But if you're not going to take Ohtani, in my opinion, it's going to be a guy like Chipper Jones. It's going to be a guy like Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Maybe, well, I think Trout's definitely going to be up there for a lot of people as well. Even Babe Ruth could sneak in there. I know he's a first baseman outfielder type of deal, probably better at first, but he's got max hitting stats. So if you like Babe, you like Babe. Trey Turner, another one who's going to be up there. So I think it's going to depend on how your team exactly forms. Don't forget core cards are also usable. So if you're somebody who likes Sammy Sosa, maybe Sosa slides into center field for you. I don't think there's anything wrong with throwing Sosa in center field. He's going to have 88 speed with 90-something fielding and great defense and reaction. So I don't think throwing Sosa in the outfield is even the worst idea either. So it's going to depend on what you guys want. I hope you guys feel a little bit more educated from this video on how the wild card works and exactly the best value at each position and how you guys can best make your best educated decision, if that makes sense. So, like I said, I know it's a little bit of a shorter video, but I just wanted to give you guys this recap on how the set, or how the wildcard function works, and who exactly are going to be your best options to choose. If you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and without further ado, I'm out. Peace.